Welcome back to my channel. I have got another Perdomo today. This is the lot 23. I've already reviewed, explored the Maduro. This is the Sungrown. This is a 6x50 Toro, just like the Maduro was. Let's get this thing opened up. Look at that. There's lot 23 in Nicaragua, right there on the cigar band. Gonna get this thing cut in just a minute and lit. It just smells like cedar and tobacco. All right, I've also got a bourbon pairing today. This is Devil's Cut by Jim Beam. They got me. I've been holding out, trying to resist trying this, but I can't take it anymore. I need to see if it tastes any different. They claim to extract bourbon from the barrel walls. I just don't see it, how that's possible. They can't explain it. No one knows how they do it. This is 90 proof whiskey. It was about $25 in my local liquor store. All right, let's get it opened and in a glass. Just has one of those plastic tabs on the top here. How's everybody doing today? What's going on? It's Sunday. It's football Sunday. What teams are we watching? What are we smoking? What are we drinking today? What's going on? All right, so it just smells like Jim Beam, kind of like I thought it would. But I gotta check it out. They got me. All right, let's get this guy cut. Okay, cap on this thing has a little crack. No big deal. See that? I told the story of this lot 23 in my Maduro video. Check that out if you want to know about it. Ooh, this cigar is kind of busted up. This is the first Perdomo I ever had that isn't in the best shape. Interesting. All right, let's get it lit. Wasting any more time. On the cold draw, I just got cedar, just like on the smell. All right. I'm expecting cedar and tobacco and spice on this, being that it's a sun-grown cigar. Yeah, we got some issues here. I see smoke already coming out of that one. Luckily, it's down pretty far. I don't know, these lot 23s are kind of strange to me because the Maduro was fine. It was good. It was worth $9. They're all $9. This one, to me, right off the initial draw, the initial first draw, seems like it's even better than the Maduro. Cigars are aged 5 years. Tobaccos are aged 5 years. This is a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. I thought this thing was going to have a ton of spice. Definitely would say this is a medium-bodied cigar. Six by 50 Toro size. See all that going on there. A lot of things happening at this end, at the foot. Head's fine. Nothing. Some weird looking stuff in there, but nothing weird at the end, at the head. Getting almost nothing on the retro. It's very, very mild on the retro. This is a nice cigar for somebody that doesn't want something intense. And being sun-grown, I thought we were going to get intensity, spice, and it's really interesting. I wonder how the Connecticut's going to be. That's the last one I have. is the Connecticut Lot 23. Interesting cigar, very interesting. All right, let's get into this Jim Beam Devil's Cut Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey made with bourbon extracted from the barrel walls. So, but yeah, nobody knows how they do that. 90 proof. It's also mixed with other aged bourbons, it says, you know, from them. At least they distill their own stuff. At least everything, they're responsible for it. They can't blame somebody else. It does taste different than their other stuff. I've had regular white label. I just made a video with the 7-year stuff. I may have had something else in passing. This one I never had until now, and it's different. Just how it's different, I'm not sure. Just give me a minute and figure that out. All right, I'm getting some almond. It's basically almond, cedar, and tobacco, all of which are very light notes of it. Nothing major here. The cigar is like blowing up. Look at it. Look at the shape of it. It's blasting open, falling apart. I'm just going to keep going. At this point, I'm only worried if this one opens up. If that one opens up, we're in trouble. It's a bump already. Got a nice leaf. Nice and smooth like I expect from them. I kind of figured this out a little bit, and I should know better with Perdomo as well. You can just tell they're very, in a classy way, but very showmanship with them, with their cigar bands. And these cigars are, I'd say, a step down from I haven't had a 30th anniversary, but step down from the 20th and the 10th, and even maybe the Habanos. I'm not sure about the Habanos. I'm going to smoke one of those soon, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about the quality of the Habano. I mean, I did smoke one already. I smoked, was that a yeah, I smoked a Sungrown Habano. It was good. The quality was there. It's the weekend where I'm at, like I mentioned earlier. It's Sunday, so you're gonna hear lawnmowers and things like that. I live in a neighborhood, so somebody's always out there. Yeah, so this thing's now losing some quality as far as the draw too. I didn't examine this stick when I bought them. I just grabbed them out of the thing. I can't imagine this damage was there. I think this damage occurred from literally just from the time I purchased this and brought it home. I don't know what's going on. It wasn't dropped. It wasn't, you know, thrown across the room. I don't know what is happening here. It's the first premium cigar I've ever had that did this. You're not getting the same draw because you're losing some of that airflow through here, through this big crack. If I hold my finger on it like that, it helped. It helped with it, but it's very hot. Okay. Hopefully we can get past that point and this part doesn't become a problem, but I suspect it's gonna when we get to it. All right, well, this video may be longer than I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna keep going here for you guys a little bit just to see what happens. Ow. Wow, that was a very aggressive bug. Even after I tried to get rid of it, he still wanted to drink my blood. Okay. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and let me know what you're drinking and smoking today. Are you having better luck than me? I hope so. I sure hope so. Not saying this cigar is ruined, but certainly the quality has been degraded tremendously from what I've had in the past and what I expected. I'm even a little disappointed in the blend. Like I said, it's a very mild, medium at best cigar. Again, it depends on your palate and what your experiences are with cigars, your preferences as well, time of day, what you're up to. But I mean, for me, you got to really blow me away for me to say it's a full-bodied. This is a mild to medium. All right, back to this mystery stuff, this mystery liquid here. What did you guys put in this? What is that? I would say maybe it's not malt. It could just be caramel. On the nose, I was getting vanilla and caramel, and the typical Jim Beam. You know, people say you get out of Jack Daniel's and Jim Beam, you get bananas. I don't usually get any banana stuff out of it. I just get the typical bourbon stuff, the vanillas, the caramels, the sweetness. You can even get some sort of fruit out of it, like an apricot or a pear, something like that. But this has something, and I don't know if it's just more of a barrel, like a woody. I think it's an oak. It's more of an oak taste than the typical 2 or 3 Jim Beam varieties I've had. I'm completely lying, by the way. Earlier I said I had the white label and the 7-year. I've also had their Baker's 7, which is another Jim Beam product. I may have even done I'm pretty sure I did a video with the Baker's 7. All right, so this stick, back to this stick. $9, 6 by 50 Toro. The only size larger is the Churchill in this particular thing. 3 kinds of lot 23s. The Maduro I smoked. This is the Sungrown. We're smoking this, and we're going to smoke the Connecticut at some point down the line. This one's a little disappointing, and sort of through my exploration here, I'm figuring out that these lot 23s are a step below the anniversary cigars. Let me know if you guys knew that. You watching me and thinking this guy doesn't know, I'm just assuming they're all of the highest quality. I didn't realize that these were maybe a step below. Again, it's not really a giant complaint. I just don't know if I'm going to spend $9 on one of these. I probably would just skip this and just go right for an anniversary stick for $2 more or whatever. So it's interesting with the ashes on cigars too. You'll see guys and girls, everybody smoke cigars, leave an ash like this. But I read that the ash, when you leave the ash like this, it actually like suffocates the cherry. So in a good way, it actually is insulating it so that your cigar doesn't burn as quickly. So actually leaving an inch long ash or so on the end of a cigar technically is a good thing, unless you want your cigar to burn really fast. If you're still here, thanks for watching. I'm trying to get to this point to see what's going to happen. To me, looks like it's going to bust open. It literally is already opening more than it was. We made it past the first bad spot, but we are now coming up on a second really bursting open there. Cigar does not seem under or over humidified. It would probably be under humidified if it was breaking open. Usually over humidified means that it won't smoke. I mean, a third of the way into this thing, it is a little spicier than when I started. I am getting a little spice on my tongue and throat. Not a ton, just enough to make it sort of enjoyable. Yeah. Some more oak. Excuse me, some more oak. A woody, extra wood flavor, which makes sense. We're taking it from the barrel walls. It's going to have more of the barrel wall flavor, whether it's an artificial flavoring or, you know, they don't filter it as much to keep some of it in. I just would like to see them squeeze a barrel and squeeze the bourbon out of the wood and watch the bourbon come out of the wood as they squeeze it. I'd like to see the machine that does that. It's probably that press that killed the Terminator, because it would have to be. It's definitely not bad, especially for the money. $25 bottle. I mean, 90 proof. It's got a screw cap, which is a little disappointing to me, but you know, not disappointing enough that I wouldn't buy it, spend the 25 bucks on it. You know, it's a reliable company. Their products are everywhere. You really can't hate on them too much. I can almost watch it opening real time. Like, it's almost just opening as I think it's going to survive. Cigar's gotten better. I'm not gonna lie. It's still not the anniversaries, but it's gotten better. I'm really excited to smoke one of those Habanos again, to see like the ranking basically between the three of them, because the anniversaries are the most money, you know, MSRP buying a single stick. And then I think the Habano was right. It's basically like 10, 11, you know, 9, 10, 11. 23s are $9, Habanos are 10, and the anniversaries are 11. And for $1 or $2 more, I'm just not smoking these. Again, you hand me one of these, I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to smoke it, but I shouldn't say I wouldn't smoke it. I wouldn't buy it over the anniversary. It's a beautiful day here. Hope it's nice where you guys are as well. Okay, I think we might be out of the woods. What do you think? And you got this going on here too, but again, not as troublesome. Well, but when we get down there, it might be. All right, I'm gonna end the video. If I get down any more and I have any more problems, like down here or anything, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But again, if you can find this stick, I recommend trying it, see what you think. It's certainly not one that's going to go on a list of mine of great cigars I've smoked. But there's nothing wrong with this, especially at that price point. I think, and unfortunately, sometimes depending on where you're at, it's going to be a lot more for these sticks. You know, $9 is pretty reasonable for something like this. It was a pretty quick smoke though. You can see I'm halfway, just about halfway. Still getting almond and cedar, believe it or not, but getting more spice now. Less tobacco, more spice. Smoking hot, which is probably partially my smoking habit that's making it that way, but it's smoking hot. Starting to get uneven. Just look at that, just naturally just started wrinkling up and getting a little uneven. It just wasn't the best one of the bunch, I'm sure. I just picked one that wasn't the best, but Perdomo's reputation and quality, that surprises me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day.